Welcome in to Game 19 of the 2023 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by our good friends at Zappos. After 3 straight weekends on the road, it feels oh so good to be back in historic Grayson Stadium in our home of Savannah, Georgia. After trips to Houston, Texas, Montgomery, Alabama, and Phoenix, Arizona, we are ready to rumble in our city by the sea. The Party Animals coming in at 9-7-1. The Bananas at 7-9-1. That is subtracting the game they won against the Major League Baseball Players Alumni Association. We'll keep the Challenger records separate. What a beautiful night here in historic Grayson Stadium. Built 97 years ago and remodeled in 1941 for the sport of baseball. Since 2020, it has been the home of Banana Ball. The Nanners getting ready to rumble tonight, warming up in their oh-so-unique fashion. Welcome into the broadcast booth, Pico Scala, alongside Josh Talevsky. And man, can I just say off the top here how good it feels to have you in person. You're right here. Yeah.
You can just feel me right here. It is good to be back, Nico. I definitely missed being able to go out to Sugar Land and also out to Arizona, but always great to be here in Savannah to see another Banana Ball game.
Well, we appreciate you taking a journey south from the Bananalytics headquarters up in Athens. Josh, as the Bananas still 2 games behind the Party Animals as far as these two matching up against each other, we now bring it back to Savannah for 4 straight, carry the one, I think 5 straight games here in Grayson Stadium. What have you seen from afar that you think the Bananas can kind of do to turn the tide on these pesky Party Animals?
I think for starters, it's a little bit of pitching for the Bananas. I feel like in terms of sprints allowed, the Bananas have allowed more sprints than the Party Animals this year. And of course, I mean, the key to succeeding in Banana Ball, especially as a pitcher, is just throw strikes. And I mean, 2 sprints will net you an earned run. So if the Bananas can cut down on sprints, that would be super great. And then I think the offense has started to heat up, but it's hitting better with runners in scoring position as well. The Bananas batted .251 through March with runners in scoring position. I think if that number improves here in April, they'll be on track to tie the season series against the Party Animals.
And the Party Animals a little closer to 300 when it came through March to batting with runners in scoring position. They've been more clutch. We've seen it play out across the all-important 9th innings when every run counts as a point. Party Animals really dominated early on. They have continued that domination through the past 3 weekends. And we are not here to make you jealous upon your return to Bananaland, but I would be remiss if we didn't run you through a little bit of our Sunday fun day that we had in Scottsdale, Arizona just a few days ago. It all blends together. We got a full day in just the Phoenix area. Look at Reggie and Neil Trumler. Talk about a goated three seats in a plane. There's yours truly just traversing some big old rocks. Shout out Yvonne and the songbird of our generation, Dalton Malden, Zach Bro, Melly B, the queen of K-Club, and some goat yoga. So it started with a 5 a.m. hike. You saw that. Then we bent in ways that I'd never bent before with goats running all over me, which I was used to. It was the yoga part that was unique to me. And then a little top golf to finish it up, a little brunch. I will say my closing remarks on the great Grand Canyon State. The Bananas will be back. It's one of the greatest places I've ever been. Your thoughts?
I'm excited to hopefully get out there, I guess. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to say now.
Yeah, you keep playing your cards right here. I think we will end up back out in Arizona, buddy. Don't you worry. The cactuses and the cacti. Thank you. That's a big mistake on my part. Early faux pas. There will be many more tonight. Big rocks. They got small rocks. They got big holes in the ground. They've got water. It's really dry. It's a cool place. So shout out Scottsdale Stadium and the Peoria Sports Complex for hosting us last Friday and Saturday night. The two largest Bananas games of all time. About 11,000 and then close to 12,000 across each of those games respectfully. And it was a glorious evening. Okay, tonight on the bump, we have Jared Donaldson for the Bananas, kind of moving the order around to give Kyle Lewis a full week's rest before tomorrow night's start. And we would wager Christian Dearman probably comes out of the pen for the Nanners. Donnie, ERA north of 9, so he's giving up more than 1 earned run an inning versus the Party Animals. Is there anything you've noticed as far as the Bananas ace from this past summer that he could maybe, improve on here early on the tour?
I think with Donnie, part of it is keeping the ball in the yard. He's allowed more home runs than you would expect from somebody who throws a splitter. And I think with Donnie as well, it's just trying to maybe take something out of Christian Dearman's sort of playbook and mess with the batter's timing a little bit. Donnie has the right pitches to succeed in banana ball, but of course, when you see guys so often, you're going to know what these guys are coming at you with. I think from there, Donnie needs to try and play the mental game a little bit more and mess with some timing, mess with some other things out there on the mound, and I think that's where he could find success.
I will say, early on in the tour, two of the pitchers for the Bananas who had been really stellar in their Bananas career and their previous baseball experiences before that, Jared Donaldson and Matt Malatesta, the two splitter specialists, really struggled throughout the first few weeks and are starting to see a lot of improvements in figuring out how to grip these new yellow baseballs and master a splitter with an object that they had never hurled before. Okay, now to the Party Animal side. Garrett Delano starting for the boys in black and pink. He's been their best pitcher all tour. I would wager the only person, even though the examples are about cut in half as far as innings go, who's been a better pitcher on the tour is Danny Hosley. How has Garrett Delano been so gosh darn good for the Party Animals?
Well, Biko, only 3 sprints allowed this season. He's one of those guys who just pounds the strike zone. He'll go out there and give you 5 or 6 innings, and he only throws about, 70, 80 pitches. He gets nowhere near that 100 mark. He's very pitch efficient, and he does a good job getting out there, going after guys, getting ahead in counts. I think that's why he's been so successful. And he was touched up a little bit in his last start, allowed a season high 6 earned runs. The Bananas came into that game batting in the 240s against him. Now they're batting in the 270s against him. So things starting to kind of peak up for the Bananas offensively against Delano.
Yeah, you saw an ERA close to 2 runs per 9 innings, and now it's up to 3.48, which is still superb by banana ball standards. We've talked about this a lot. This is a hitter's game. If you get a ball for a sprint, you're not guaranteed 2 bases, but there's a good chance you're going to get them. And if there's a guy on second already, that person is guaranteed to score. So a free base is non-existent in our young sport. And Delano, with only those 3 sprints given up in 31 innings pitched, he's done as good a job as anybody at making the hitters really punish him. And when you work with the fastball, 2-seam, cutter, and he comes at you with the breaking ball and changeup as well, it's an arsenal that has been really good. But as you just mentioned, the Bananas starting to figure him out, and that's something that all of these pitchers and hitters are going to have to toy with across an 87-game tour. This is game 19 we have tonight, the 18th time these teams have played each other, and you're starting to see the same pitcher every week. I know Kyle Lewis, who we will hear from later tonight on the broadcast, joining Josh and I on the call once he's done dancing his took-us off down below. He was really worried about it, and it's certainly something that we've seen with all of these pitchers is they'll look great some nights, but it is so hard against how good these hitters are to go out every week and continue to keep these guys on their toes.
Yeah, you really do just have to mess with things such as timing, try and expand your repertoire, kind of experiment, I should say, with new pitches. And hey, maybe one day we'll even see Garrett Delano or Jared Donaldson going out there and throwing a Billy Lepus out there.
I would not doubt it. Okay, the Party Animals being introduced down on the field. We will get you the end of their lineup and fill in all the blanks. Let's throw it down to Shark so we can hear how the Party Animals go against Donnie tonight.
Bryson Bloomer. Left fielder, the Stylin Hawaiian, Breland Almadova. At shortstop, Chase Acup. Number 22, Joe Lytle. The DH, Jason Swan. And second baseman, Dustin Baber. On the mound for the Party Animals, number 77, Garrett Delano. The party animals are managed by Mike Visits and Slammin' Sammy Claycamp.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing some big bananas potassium power to the plate. His name is Braxton. He is 5 years old, and he's attempting to hit a home run against these party animals. Can I hear some noise for my friend Braxton? It looks like he's taking on pitcher Brett Helton. Fight's not very fair. Oh my goodness, strike one. Boo. Not a very fair fight. Pitch number 2, strike 2. Count 0-2, splits coming out, pushes the catcher out of the way. Now this fight's just a little more fair. He has a tee. The ball is going down. Braxton, whenever you're ready, my friend. Lined up in the pitch, boom! That ball's hit up the middle. Brett Helton picks it up, playing first base. Over his head. Make some noise for Braxton. He's headed to second base. He rounds second base. Here comes the throw. Ball is not handled well by Reese Hampton. Playing third. Not in time. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be a play at the plate. It is not in time. Home run for Braxton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it is time to learn the rules of our game, and the name of this game is called Banana Ball. In Banana Ball, we have 9 rules. Rule number 1, every inning counts. You win the inning, you get a point. How do you win the inning? Score more runs than the other team. The final inning counts the most, where every run counts for a point. Rule number 2, we have 9 innings or a 2-hour time limit, unless rule number 3, if we are tied, it will force a one-on-one showdown tiebreaker, 1 hitter versus 1 pitcher with 1 fielder. Rule number 4, there is no bunting because bunting sucks. It sucks. Swing the bat. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base. Rule number 6, there are no walks in Banana Ball. Ball 4 is a sprint. The runner can go as far as they want until all 9 fielders touch the ball. Rule number 7, batters may not step outside of the batter's box. If they do, he'll call it a strike. Rule number 8, there are no mound visits. And rule number 9, the most fans first rule of them all. Savannah, Georgia, I hope you all brought your gloves tonight, because ladies and gentlemen, if any of you catch a foul ball in this game, it counts as an out. Now that you know the rules, it is time for the traditional Banana Ball weigh-in. Introducing first, making his way out of the party animals dugout. He's been clanging and banging all week, getting swole, jacked, and tan. Give it up for the player coach, Mike Visits. He comes in at a sturdy 216 pounds for Mike Visits. And opposing him, coming out of the Savannah Bananas dugout, the only man on the Bananas with combat sports experience. He is ready to bring it all the way. Give it up for number 19, Dan Oberst. He clocks in tonight at 220 pounds of pure potassium power. And now, ladies and gentlemen, an epic face-off between our players, the Tortilla Slap Challenge. First one to spray loses. Your winner, Dan Ober!
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, direct your attention down the right field line. It's time to meet the cast of the 2023 Banana Ball World Tour.
Thank you very much, Shark. The Tortilla Slap Challenge, and Dan Oberst dethrones Mike Vivacis. Not surprising, knowing Dan's really prolific mixed martial arts career. Now you take a look at the cast and crew parading down the right field line. Sean McBride and his Banana Band out in front as per usual. The field looks great too. Look at that! That's a sweep. Oh! Where are we going? Where are we going? That was really good. That was really good stuff. Good to see the band firing on all cylinders. I wanted to hop into the comment section here as we picture the magic of television. Steve said Pico and Josh together in the booth again, batten down the hatches. Yeah, love to see that. Jeff also fired up that Josh has rejoined us here in the broadcast booth in person. It is so good to have you here. As, by the way, to fill in the Party Animals lineup, because you picked it up with Bryson Bloomer in the 5-hole, you could figure it out. It's been the 6 guys have been the same basically all year long. It's just a little bit of an order moving around. Reese Hampton leading off, Dawn Cornett hitting second, Tanner Thomas hitting third, Jake Skull cleaning it up. Yeah, that's how we do it. As you take a look at the boys in black and pink. Boy, if I could be a fly on someone's shoulder, what are Sean Fluke, Brandon Sherman, and Joe Lytle talking about right now?
Oh, man, we're not supposed to know that kind of information, man. It's sensitive. That's something that goes to in the files at Area 51 or something.
Yeah, our dream here in BTV is to have a mic on every player at any time so that we could just, like, any play happens, bam, let's talk to Brandon Sherman. We'll have to have a dump button invented as well, because things could get really spicy really quick.
I think the dream is a spin-off reality TV series in the off-season where Fluke and Lytle and the guys all live together in a house. we just have a crew there to document the escapades.
Yeah, that's a winner, first of all, as it looks like we're back to Fuzzy World up here in the booth. You know, a camera being in focus is overrated. Caprice in the chat said, did Biko have a growth spurt? I feel like the Biko to Josh ratio is different. What do you think, buddy?
Who's to say? I don't really know. I hope I haven't shrunk.
I was joking before the broadcast that I should stand like a foot in front of you so we could kind of mess with the old depth perception. That would give me a couple virtual inches. Yeah, no, I'm not wearing, what do you call them, risers?
Oh, goodness. I don't remember.
Flats, heels, yeah. There's like a thing you...
Right. I know what you're referring to.
There's a thing you call those. Yeah, Josh and I are... Lifts? I think they're lifts.
Perhaps.
I think, but no, just classic sneakers rolling around. Jeff says, be on the lookout for me in the Banana Pet Band next week. My Hot Donuts. The father of Chris Haynes are incredible. The executive producer here this evening. As Chad Reese coordinating the producing up here in the booth. And Griffin Ellis, our technical director. As per usual, the Party Animals, they're here to play Banana Ball tonight, but they always bring that football around with them. It's a good way for those boys to keep loose. Chase Acuff, Tanner Thomas working on the spiral. Can never put enough work into that. Oh, that's a good hypothesis. Steve says it's the goat yoga. Extends the vertebrae and whatnot.
That would make a lot of sense.
Kind of feel like we are looking a little more eye to eye than usual. That's intriguing. Vincent Chapman, Randy Voss. Man, are those new umpiring shirts? I don't know if I've seen them in light blue, right? Am I just noticing this for the first time in my life?
No, I think you might be right. I feel like we're used to seeing them rocking some black polos.
That's really good stuff. Okay, let's throw it down to Jesse Cole so he can introduce his cast and crew like no one else can.
Oh yes, you guys look good out here. Because we're gonna meet our cast now. First, let's hear it for the amazing Banana Pep Band. Next, it's time to meet the greatest dad bod cheerleading squad in all the land, and the only one, the Bananas. Now, fans, put your hands together for America's favorite nanas, the Banana Nanas! And now, one of the newest additions to the cast here. Let's hear it for your Banana Splits! And how about the fastest man in Banana Ball? Flash the Kid, Malachi Mitchell! And the Bat Trickster himself, we call him Ziggy. Let's hear it for Alex Ziegler. And next, the world's tallest Banana Ball player. Let's hear it for Dakota Selbrinen. And now the king of potassium, we call him Split. And finally, the breakdancing coach himself, let's hear it for Maceo! And your cast of the Bananas. All right, fans, the players are ready. The cast is ready. It is now time for you to get ready. So everyone on your feet. Everyone on your feet. Because time ends, it is time for the fan warm-up. And it's Charlotte is with us. Charlotte, how old are you?
5.
5 years old. Let's give Charlotte some encouragement right now. So Charlotte, whatever you do, the entire crowd here is going to do. You ready to fire them up, Charlotte? All right, here we go. Ooh, all right. Keep it going, Charlotte. Little groove time. Ooh, all right. I like it. A little fist bump inside. Oh, all right. We're jumping. We're jumping jacks. Keep it going, Charlotte.
Let's hear it for her.
Okay, now the broadcasters are warmed up. I hope everybody was participating at home. Here comes the young professor to get us thoroughly fired up for Game 19.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world, tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live, thousands more watching at home on YouTube, have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another night at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide sensation by the grace of God. This is the time for all 4,000 Banana Maniacs here in Savannah, Georgia to get up on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
Let's meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas. At catcher number 3, Eric Jones. At shortstop number 6, Ryan Cox. At first base number 19, Dan Oberst. The DH number 24, Dakota D-Mac McFadden. The left fielder number 7, Michael Vitamin D. In center field number 5, DR the Doc Meadows. In right field number 9, Noah Bridges. At third base, number 8, he's our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. The extra hitter, number 1, Bill Leroy. And at second base, number 13, Dalton Malden. On the mound for your Bananas, number 21, Jared Donaldson. Your Savannah Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum and Adam Byron. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome Gabby Fortson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Gabby Fortson.
We are mere moments away from first pitch in Game 19 of the 2023 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by our good friends over at Zappos. The Bananas, 7, 9, and 1. The Party Animals, 9, 7, and 1. Took me a while to figure that one out.
I didn't know math was that hard these days. That's what that New York education gets you.
I'm Josh Stolevsky, that's Biko Scala. And we are ready to rumble. The trip across 3 time zones from Arizona to Savannah has done some damage to the brain. But nonetheless, we will push through and deliver the 19th game of Banana Ball here in 2023. 87 games in total on the schedule. 20 different states, 33 different cities. So far, we are 7 stops in. And good to be back in the true heart of Banana Land, Savannah, Georgia, our beautiful city by the sea. Jared Donaldson, the 2022 Coastal Plain League champ, ace of the staff that was able to make it back-to-back Coastal Plain League championships. Donnie out of Georgia Southwestern. The stats, nothing to send home to mom and pop just yet, but the sample size awful small, Josh.
That's right, and he's been very good out of relief so far for the Bananas. It's really starting where he's had some struggles. Again, I've said it before, and I think I'll say it one more time here. He has some really great innings, and then he'll have innings where he really struggles once he allows a base runner or 2 on. For Donnie, it's just about settling in, especially early on in this game, and establishing some control out there on the mound.
He's averaging just 4 seconds, under 6 minutes per inning. The splitter specialist. We'll try and quiet the party animals' bats. Here's Jesse Cole.
1, 2, 3.
Showtime!
Showtime indeed, Jesse. The clock has been started on the owner of this here ball club's command. And the party animals ready to rumble. Reese Hampton, the showman of the night this past Saturday in Peoria Sports Complex, the largest banana ball game of all time. Nearly 12,000 fans packed into the Seattle Mariners and San Diego Padres spring training home. And Reese, in his first at-bat, went Yabba-Rooney. Solo shot that walked off the first inning. He was in the 3-hole, took Christian Dearman deep. Switch hitting center fielder. Ended up picking up 2 walk-offs on the night. Went 1 for 3. Also a trick play in left field. We'll delve more into his impressive performance a couple innings later. That's a good cut and a drive down the right field line. Couple hops into the wall. Hampton's got lightning speed, but he's content with a 2-bagger. That is his 7th double on the tour, just 1 behind the leader in 2-baggers, Dalton Cornett, who steps into the batter's box.
And that's just going to add to Reese Hampton's start this season, Biko. He's been a great batter, but more importantly, a .625 batting average against Jared Donaldson so far on the season. He's had his number so far.
Yeah, he has figured out the pride of Albany, Georgia, at least thus far in. Dalton Cornett in his 2nd straight tour with the Party Animals, the pride of Pippa Passes, Kentucky. We were going through the Mount Rushmore of Party Animals before the broadcast, and DC3 a no-doubter based on his incredible performances both last year and this year. Also suited up for the Bananas against the Kansas City Monarchs in the Challenger Series last May. Cornett comes in hitting .355, a .452 on base percentage. Same exact batting average as Hampton, only 1 point lower in the on base percentage. That is a dynamic duo at the top of the order. Just like he is in doubles, Cornett leading the tour in home runs, at least tied with Jake Skoll and Eric Jones. And that is just about a rare a sight as you'll ever see. Only the 3rd strikeout on the tour for DC3.
Yeah, super rare actually. Really good pitch executed there by Donnie, able to get Cornett to go after it. And that's a big first out as Cornett, another one of those guys like Hampton who's seen Donnie very well early on in this tour.
Now Tanner Thomas, the right fielder. One of 3 Party Animals who have taken Donaldson deep. And that one through the right side. Noah Bridges attacking it. Hampton got a late jump, had to see it through the infield. So runners on the corners with 1 down. And it was one of three of Tanner's homers on the tour that was against Donnie. Right here in Grayson Stadium, he took it, by my eyes, probably 440 plus feet to dead center field. Just about as powerful a blast as I've seen in this stadium. Now the ever-dangerous Jake Skoll comes in hitting .393, a tour-high .507 batting average, .1275 OPS, also pacing all hitters. Skoll, the first baseman tonight in his third tour, but first time playing for the bad guys. And what a pickup he's been for the Party Animals. 15th overall pick in the 2010 draft, Tanner Thomas, who is 8 for 9 in his stolen base attempts, has been dancing off first base. A little stutter and a stop there. And as a 1-2's coming here to Skoll. And that's a heck of a stop by Eric Jones. Keeps Hampton at third and Tinder Thomas at first.
What I just noticed there, Biko, from Jared Donaldson, a little bit of a stutter step before coming home. That's exactly the kind of thing I've been talking about, trying to mess with the timing. And you see, it could have gotten to Skoll. It almost did.
Oh, and now Tanner Thomas is picked off. Reese Hampton breaking for home. The throw from Cox. In time! Perfect strike from the glove magician. And there are two down here in the top of the first.
Wow, what a perfectly executed play on the part of the Bananas. Ryan Cox with just an excellent throw home. And you know that was something the Party Animals wanted to do to try and manufacture a run there. But Ryan Cox, of course, the glove magician, you just knew he was going to put a solid throw down there to Eric Jones. And give him credit, a really good tag applied there on Reese Hampton.
And Skoll strikes out. Jared Donaldson fired up coming off the mound. 2 strikeouts for the D2 All-American. And the Party Animals, with runners on the corners and just one down, fail to cash in. Nanners just need 1 run in the bottom of the first to win the inning. I'll tell you what, Josh, I was going to say it was questionable, even though you had great speed on both bags. Tanner Thomas and Reese Hampton coming into tonight were a combined 14 for 16 in stolen base attempts. But you've got Jake Skoll at the plate, and besides possibly Bryson Bloomer, you'd say he's been the best hitter on the tour.
Oh, for sure, Biko. I mean, you look at the OPS, and that's outstanding. He's just a guy who continues to mash the baseball, hit it really hard. And lately, we've seen the strikeout numbers start to go up a little bit there for Skoll. But overall, he's still a guy who walks a lot. 20% of his at-bats have ended in a ball four sprint.
And he is the RBI leader on the tour as well. Had 2 ducks on the pond. Party Animals run themselves into 1 out, and then Donaldson takes care of the rest. Strikeouts of Cornett and Skoll. Really impressive first inning when he was trying to work around the Reese Hampton double and Tanner Thomas single. Now you take a look at what Garrett Delano has done on the tour. At least I hope you look, because it's gone. 4 minutes and 19 seconds. Averaging per inning for the Party Animals innings pitched leader at 31 is really excellent, and the number that pops out more than anything, you didn't see it right there, a 3.48 ERA. That is superb by Banana Ball standards.
Yeah, when you've got a tour average ERA at 6.35 through March, to have that kind of number Delano has, really impressive.
And we talked about it on the pregame. He's done it by limiting the free passes as Eric Jones strokes that foul. Delano only 3 ball 4 sprints, 2 hit batters in his 31 innings on the bump, as that one skied behind home plate. Quick 0-2 count on the Bananas catcher. Jones had been leading the Nanners in batting average and on base for most of the tour, but overtaken by the 5-hitter Michael Deeb. EJ still with a tremendous 368 batting average, 439 on base percentage, and just able to get a piece of that fastball that looked like it had about 2 feet of vertical movement to it. No piece of it. That strikeout. Delano's 27th K and 31 1/3 now. Also leading the boys in black and pink in the strikeout department. We talked about it on the pregame. He's been the best pitcher for the Party Animals and probably the second best pitcher on the tour compared to Danny Hosley, but it's a little bit of apples to oranges when Delano's going out there for 5 to 7 innings once a week, and Hosley just comes in for the 9th. Ryan Cox, good barrel on that, but Reese Hampton and Tanner Thomas converge. Reese Lightning puts it away for out number 2. Ryan Cox has been swinging a lot hotter bat as of late. Batting average up to 302, OBP up to 351.
And that's why you've seen him move up into the 2-hole. He's another one of those guys also. He's able to really work in at bat. Usually, I mean, we saw only 2 pitches in that at bat there from Cox, but usually a guy who can see 4, 5, 6 of them.
And now the 5-year Banana. And Oberst took Delano deep to dead center, all the way back on Banana Fest, February 25th, the 7-year anniversary of the Bananas announcing their new name, as that one is squibbed towards second, and a mistimed leap from Dustin Baber, a knuckleball heading towards him. I don't think he realized how much time he actually had to try and go back and possibly get under that ball, but Dan Oberst is happy to be on the other side of it, base knock.
I think it's one of those situations where the more time you have to try and time a play like that, the more it's going to wind up messing with you and not going in your favor. That was the case, of course, for Baber.
Yeah, you saw it there again on the replay. That thing just kind of fluttered in midair. Looked like someone put a slow-mo spell on it. Now Dakota McFadden, always dangerous in the box. An extra base hit machine as he skies that behind home plate. Cornette and Skull going after it, but they run out of room. It clings on top of the grandstand. Dan over at first base. Second overall on the tour in steals, 11 for 13, only behind Malachi Mitchell, who gets a whole lot more opportunities. He's probably averaging about 3 pinch runs per night. In Banana Ball, you can pinch run or pinch hit a guy once through the order. D-Mac, another guy who has been swinging a lot hotter bat as of late. Long wait from Delano. And all that for some cheese at the knees. Garrett and Dan Oberst, sparring partners in mixed martial arts. So all kinds of mind games going back and forth between the two of them. Delano lived with Dan Kyle, that is Kyle Lewigs, and Bill Leroy on last year's tour. They were teammates. And there goes Dan, a delayed steal, and Dustin Baber there to give him the cutest tag out of all time. So the Bananas get the potential inning-winning run on, but erased on the caught stealing. And we're scoreless through 1. We'll throw it down to Jesse Cole because it is time for a Pie Daddy race.
Gold, because this promotion is called Pie My Dad Relay Race. So they are literally going to get, these are pies lined up. Whoever pies their dad the most wins. Jackson, are you ready for this?
Yes.
What about you, Patrick?
Yes.
You're really excited. Are you going to pie your dad a ton?
Yes.
All right. On your marks, get set, go. Okay. All right.
Whoa.
You guys can run all the way up to get him. No. Run it all the way up to get him. No. Go grab that one. All right, we're at 1. Let's see. Here you go, 2. Here we go. All right, he's just chucking plates at him. Let's see. Whoever can get their dad the messiest right now wins. I'm changing the rules. Patrick, get your dad messy. You can win. Let's go. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do you think, guys? I think we got 2 winners. Jackson and Patrick, let's hear it for them. And a little Pie My Dad relay race.
Well, an impromptu rules change there. Always got to be ready to adjust on the fly in Banana Land. The Pie Your Dad race. An enjoyable between inning tradition. Of course, a hybrid of the Bananas classic promotion, Pie Your Dad. Chad Reese, according to producer, did you just fall out of your chair?
Good.
He's good. He's fine, everybody. I was concerned. He caught himself, but There was a tumble there for a second. Bryson Bloomer faces his teammate from a summer ago. I mentioned in the top of the first, Bloomer's probably been the best hitter on the tour. Comes in hitting .438. And there goes the broadcaster's curse. Quick strikeout for Donnie. He's got 3 on the night.
Yeah, great start there for Donnie, and that's a big first out. Bloomer, a guy who actually has not had Donnie's numbers so far on this season, just batting .250 against him.
Surprising when all the rest of his stats are so astronomical. It's a testament to how great Jared Donaldson can be. Now he faces Breland Almodovar. On the tour, hitting .267. All 16 of his hits singles. He's had a couple opportunities for what would have been basically guaranteed doubles, but he's chosen to entertain, kind of skipping or strolling down to first base and javelining his bat into right. He tries to check his swing. Fails to do so in the count, even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chop to short. Ryan Cox between the legs, kiss of the ball. In time to first base. Now 24 for 25 on the tour in trick plays. He leads all fielders.
It's what they call textbook, Biko.
And a little variation, too. He makes it look so easy on the between the legs actions, but he could feel the speed of Breland going over to first as you take a look at the replay there and slapped a little bow on that puppy. That's what Jesse Cole would say is plussing a trick. Now Chase Acuff at the dish, the party animal shortstop. Boy, how his batting average soared over the past 3 weekends in Texas, Alabama, and Arizona. Well over 100-point jump. He's up to 283 now. Guy who went 7 for 14 across the summer series for the Party Animals this past August. Chops that one to third. Jackson Olsen, laser beam across the diamond. Heck of a tag by Dan Oberst. The elevation and then slapping the leather on Acuff. And a 1-2-3 frame for Jared Donaldson. Awful quick, too. 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
Yeah, really great mark there from Donnie. This is the exact kind of start that I think he and the Bananas were looking for.
And as we head to the bottom of the second inning, the Bananas need just 1 run to win the inning. Garrett Delano will try and shut him down again. And as the fans have a little sing-off in the stadium, Josh, let's talk about our showman of the night this past Saturday.
Yeah, that's right. We had an incredible performance from, oh my goodness, Peoria, and it was Reese Hampton who really impressed us. As if we take a look here at Reese Hampton's numbers, I mean, he came up and ended up hitting a walk-off home run for the Party Animals. Oh, here we go. Off of Christian Dearman. Deep, no doubter. He knew it. It's going to put the Party Animals on the board. And Reese just pumping the fist, pumping the chest. I mean, you got to like that. His first home run out of the park. He had an inside the park home run early when Kyle called all of the Bananas in on a shift. And now Hampton finally collects his first home run after also having quite a few foul ball home runs this year, Biko. What
Very true. Very true.
Now you're going to see Reese getting a sprint, going around the bases, and of course, when you've got Reese Hampton's speed, you're going to take 2 bags on that one. And how about this? Michael Deeb going to lift one out to left field in the 6th inning, and how about Reese Hampton behind the back, making the catch, his first trick play on the season. And man, Biko, that's what we've got for Showman of the Night. It was Reese Hampton. It's going to be really exciting to see who it winds up tonight.
And let's not fool around here. We'll bring in the man of the hour, Reese Hampton, out in center field. How you living, Big Tiger?
I'm feeling good. Thank you for having me. I see you up there in the booth. Hopefully D-Mac doesn't hit one over my head, but we're going to work out some short games if you guys don't mind.
You're putting out there.
Yeah, I got a little 60 degree here. Good. work on the wedge. I might thin this out of the ballpark.
Oh, you're working on your chips.
Yeah.
This is really good. Dakota McFadden at the dish and able to foul tip that one, so the count's still 1-2. I would like to be possibly the first to congratulate you on having the first ever Party Animals walk-off home run. How great did that feel?
That felt amazing. It's actually my first walk-off homer ever. Don't tell anyone, but I've never done it. So to do it in the first inning was just the best.
That was really cool, and then you ended up tying Breland for the Party Animals tour lead in walk-offs when you had the walk-off sprint in the 6th inning as Bryson Bloomer.
Good play.
Yeah.
We got a guy over there.
That guy, only 2 errors on the tour, and he's 13 for 14 in trick play attempts.
Oh, that's a good one.
So D-Mac retired. That brings up Michael Deeb, who has a royal procession.
How's my green side stance right here? Is this good?
Oh my gosh.
It looks real good, Reese.
Looks like I know what I'm
tell
doing.
me, do you swing a golf club right or left-handed? We know you're a switch hitter.
I swing right-handed. I cannot even hold the club left-handed, so I drop it. It's weird.
It is incredibly bizarre. The golf versus baseball swing dynamic is incredibly intriguing. Here's the
I
guy.
might go in Breland's hat. Nope.
Here's the guy that you got the trick play on.
Yeah, I might throw the glove on here.
It probably be wise with Michael Deeb up.
That's a strike. Good pitch.
Quick 0-2 count on the Bananas leader in batting average and on base percentage. 380 and 456 respectively. And that one chopped to...
Oh, good play. We got a center fielder over there at first base making a good play.
Yeah, that is your Gastonia Honey Hunter teammate, Jake Skoll. Now, how has it been for you, Reese, after playing, a summer in the Atlantic League with Skoll and now teaming up with him on the Party Animals? How different is this?
Well, it's a lot different, but we try to take some of the same things. It's still baseball. Still got to show up every day and do your job. So we like to bring a little pro aspect over and do our business the right way and be prepared for the game. I got it. Oh! Sorry if the chain's too loud. I got a lot of swag on right now.
No, that's okay. We'd never deny you of that.
Base hit for DR.
That is the walk-off leader on the tour. 7 of them for DR. Doesn't do it himself. He's going to need some assistance from Noah Bridges.
We're going to go no doubles here for the kids back at home. Winning run at first base. Can't let a ball over your head.
That's just classic defense right there. DR,
what are we doing?
Wow, fakes the steal. That was a perfect throw down to second.
Sorry for the heavy breathing if the mic isn't filtering that out.
No, it really isn't.
Good.
But now we know.
I'm also fighting some gnats out here, but school adversity is good sometimes.
Yeah, the sand gnats, they left the stadium professionally. The bugs have never vacated Grayson Stadium. DR 3 for 6 in stolen base attempts over at first base. It's got great speed, your counterpart in center field.
That's right, Mr. Backflip himself.
You gonna rip any of those across this year's tour yourself?
I think I'm gonna let him have that one. Throw him out.
That's a good idea. DR is gonna take second as DC3 can't handle the exchange. Now, Reese, you were a banana last tour. How are you liking the switch up? What's the difference between being a banana and a party animal?
Well, first of all, I think these uniforms speak for themselves. That was really the selling point. I think I look really good in black and pink.
I'm not arguing.
Right. So I think that was number 1. Number 2, strike. Thank you. Did I get interrupted?
No, that's perfect.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you guys for having me. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best.
Hey, appreciate you hopping on the mic, man. How do you feel about the chip game after that?
I chunked 2 in a row and thinned 1, so not too good.
Any divots out there?
Let's not talk about it.
Okay, terrific. Reese Hampton, we'll have you on the mic again later this year, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we got to get the handicap from Reese.
Oh, Reese, what's your handicap, buddy?
North of double digits. So.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm about triple digits, so it's understandable. All right, have fun tonight, buddy.
Thank you.
There goes Mr. Hampton. Couple scoreless innings in the books. Thanks to Reese for getting mic'd up. We'll throw it down to Maceo and the boys as they boogie, heading to the top of the third.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your players. Number 22, Joe Lytle.
Shout out Kyle Lewiggs, DJ the Invader, Alex Siegler, Malachi Mitchell, and then I saw Tucker Perry and company dancing down in the stands. That's something that we have fooled around with since the game in Scottsdale Stadium with the Bottle Blonde deck out in right field. Kind of a similar vibe to what's going on in McCovey Cove in San Francisco. And we said, let's throw some dancers up in the deck, and then all of a sudden in Peoria we had a massive berm in right and left field, so we put some guys out in both spots there.
Somebody in the chat has the best player as well. Stat side.
Joe Lytle cranks that foul. Count still 0-2. It is 8, 9, and 10 in the Party Animals order here. Jared Donaldson give up a couple hits in the first, but thanks to a caught stealing when Reese Hampton tried to snag home plate and 2 strikeouts. Now his 4th K in just 2 1/3 innings. Donnie has been cruising ever since. Comes at you with a 4-seam fastball. It's got a decent amount of run, honestly. 2-seam has too much run for Donaldson to control. Works in a slider, and then the splitter is where he truly makes his bacon. Jason Swan, what a sight for sore eyes. Was injured a few weeks ago, and now back in business as he pops it in shallow right. Dalton Malden calls off Noah Bridges, and some extracurriculars in the background. Swanee came in hitting .306, a .359 OBP. That is a huge addition for the Party Animals back in the lineup.
Yeah, with Clay Camp and the bases kind of handling the duty while Swan's been out, we've seen a little bit of a dip in the batting average. Of course, Jason Swan, he provides a lot out there offensively for the Party Animals.
Now Justin Baber, the second baseman. Popped in the infield. Jared Donaldson. He's retired the last 7 Party Animals in order. As Ryan Cox with a little sliding snag in the infield. For the 3rd straight time, the Nanners just need 1 run to win an inning. And seize the lead tonight. We'll throw it down to Dalton Malden as he serenades the crowd. We're heading to the bottom of the 3rd.
I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived. And I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Jackson Olsen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bananas Pep Band and Dalton Malden.
Well, an excellent mid-inning performance by Dalton, Sean McBride, and his pep band. And we are ready to rumble. A couple back foot benders to Jackson Olsen. And then he's able to foul off a fastball. It is 8, 9, and 10 in the order for Garrett Delano. who for the third straight frame needs to keep the Bananas off the board to keep this game locked at 0 points apiece, and Jackson is the third strikeout victim of the evening. Pico Scala with Josh Talevsky, now joined by Cowboy Kyle Lewigs. How happy are you to not be facing Garrett Delano tonight, Kyle?
I'm super happy. I can't even imagine facing him in the box. I'm very happy to be up here, first off because there's AC, and second off, you two are two of my favorite people in the planet. So I'm happy to be in between you guys.
Well, there's nowhere we would rather have you, buddy. Do I sound like I'm cavernous? Does that sound like I have an echo?
It's got a subtle rust to it.
Echo.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, terrific. Let's play it as it lies. Bill Leroy. Oh! Hey! I didn't realize we brought a camera up here as I weave in and out. Your roommate for the last 6+ years. 4.5 of them at the University of North Georgia. And now you guys are both in year 6 with the Bananas. And Bill strikes out for only the 3rd time on the tour. How about that? Dalton Cornett and Bill Leroy entered tonight tied for the least amount of strikeouts for everyday guys, and they both go down swinging in their first at-bat.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen Garrett drop down into the submarine arm slot. I think that was a changeup he threw too. I would also like to highlight the cleats that he's wearing tonight are different. Those are the first time he's pulling them out, and they have boots. It's like a boot top Nike bottom cleat kind of thing.
Let's see if we can get a shot of those. They are snazzy.
It's like boots meet Air Force Ones.
Really good.
Kind of beat out there.
I like what's going on down there. Dalton Malden, fresh off the mic, the second baseman for the Nanners. Hot shot on a hop. Chase Acuff between the legs.
All right, that's it.
Easy as could be. He's 6 for 6 on the tour. In trick plays, 2 minutes and 49 seconds is all it takes for Delano to retire the Bananas in order. Scoreless through 3 innings. We are flying just 32 minutes into our ball game tonight. And we'll throw it down to Jesse Cole for a Bananas barnyard.
Guys, this is time to get weird. All right, first, a monkey. All right, Jamel's going hard. Jamel, I don't know where Eric's going. All right, good start. Let's go, sloth. It's pretty good, Jamel, right there. Oh, and balancing. All right, jellyfish. All right, there's some movement here. We got this pretty good. All right, pig. A pig. This is disgusting. All right. Snail. Just letting this live a little bit. All right, cow. Jamel is making the weirdest moo noises. All right, last one, T-Rex. All right. What is happening? All right, everyone right here. Fans are going to judge. Is the winner, is it Eric? Is it Hannah? Ooh. Is it Gabby? Or is it Jamel? The winner, Jamel! Wow.
Number 6, Reese Hampton.
Well, congratulations to Jamel. Pico Scala, Josh Talevsky, still joined by Kyle Lewigs and Steve in the chat. Said now we have all 3 amigos. Please tell me Kyle has seen the 3 amigos. And before you answer that, Kyle, I would bet my life savings you haven't.
No, Steve, I haven't. And you might have to send that to us along with the other movies we have. I have not seen that. I'm sorry, Josh. I don't know what to do.
Can you name one actor in that movie?
No, I don't think so.
Well, the man who would be our 4th amigo, Vincent Chapman, absolutely tearing it up. I like what he's doing with his hips tonight. Like a cyclone down there. A one-man carousel.
I think he's got some rabbit in him. The way that he moves sometimes.
Yes, the quick twitch muscles.
Yes, definitely. To answer your question, no, I don't know anybody in 3 Amigos, and I don't have any time to watch movies because I spend quite literally all my time when I'm not here at work watching Vampire Diaries.
Josh, I don't want to disappoint you here. I have also not seen the Three Amigos, but I do know that it's Chevy Chase, Martin Short, and Steve Martin, I think.
Very good, Biko. I mean, that's a classic slapstick comedy right there.
Classic. It's insane that I haven't seen it. That's a hole in my repertoire. The resume gets a little weaker without that on it. Reese Hampton, switch hitting center fielder, doubled down the right field line to lead off the ball game. And now has a full count. Good frame by Eric Jones.
Looked like he missed down the middle of the plate.
It was low.
Was it?
I watched it back on the monitor.
Okay. It's a hard angle to see from here.
It was middle. Well, no, it was middle low.
Middle low.
It was a good frame by EJ, but great call by Vincent Chapman as Dalton Malden able to hangle a funky hop and get it over to first just in time for out number 1.
How about that? Perfect positioning there from Dalton Malden. Reese Hampton, a pretty heavy pull hitter, and Malden in the exact right spot you want him to make that first out.
Kyle, did you know that Josh has figured out the percentages that every player hits to each side of the field on the tour?
Our players?
That
doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I wouldn't doubt if he knew every player that ever played and how often they hit to what side of the puck.
Spray chart data, baby.
You get my blood boiling, Josh, in a good way.
It's pretty fascinating. Dalton Cornett, who is a heavy pull hitter, does just that.
I even know your opponent's batting average against you.
I know you do, Josh. And I was really looking forward to staying up here until the 8th, but I think I'm going to have to leave now.
No, you lowered it.
You did this to yourself.
You lowered it in your last start.
Okay, cool. Let's let the people guess at home and don't tell them the correct answer.
And it is the lowest of all 3 Banana starters, or is Dearman's lower?
I think Dearman's lower.
Correct. But the on-base percentage.
No, Dearman is not lower. That's my bad. I should know this.
That's why we pay you the big bucks, man.
Oh, yes.
Tanner Thomas. A single and a stolen base tonight. Ended up stranded on second in the first. Donaldson has retired 9 straight since Tanner's base knock.
We got a bouncer that gets away from EJ there. Well, we've got a quick second. That promotion last inning kind of got my blood thinking. I think, do you have a good T-Rex impression? If so, could you give it to the people?
T-Rex, I'll do my best. And that one popped in the infield. I don't think that was a T-Rex.
That sounded more like a pterodactyl.
Yeah.
That was good. That was more of a lion, but
yeah,
I commend your effort.
I got to combine the two. Ryan Cox able to put it away. A clean sheet, 10 straight, set down by Jared Donaldson. He cruises, and Delano for the 4th straight inning has to try and return serve as we hey baby here in historic Grayson Stadium. It's the 19th game of the 2023 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by Zappos. So far, 7 of the 33 cities in the books. Kyle, you still feeling vibrant? You still got all your energy about you?
I feel as good as ever. Arizona took it out of me a little bit just because I think it was different heat. But, I'm getting to go new places. You're also getting to go to some new places that you've never traveled, which is always fun. And we're playing in front of all kind of new people and all kind of new ballparks that are very different. And I think, every time you get into those ballparks, it just makes you excited and ready to rock.
Oh my gosh, it's been a magical tour thus far, and we can't wait until mid through May when our darling Josh joins us for every stop after that.
It'll just be the whipped cream on top of the most beautiful cake you've ever had.
Couldn't agree more. We threw a poll in the chat before the ball game. Who are we cheering for tonight? It's over 1,200 votes. 87% bananas, 12% party animals, 1% for the 3 amigos in the booth.
1% of all votes. We're pulling for you.
I just made that up.
Okay. Wow.
But our percentages.
That is true.
They didn't add up.
You're really good at math.
There had to be 1% somewhere, right?
To the birds.
EJ's walking up to that one batter.
Commercial sound and video. Thank you so much for saucing us 10 schmackaroos. That is awful kind of you. I remember you going wild in the Peoria broadcast, too.
If I had my phone, I'd give you some money, Biko.
I appreciate that.
Because I've got so much.
Yeah, well, come on. I know, professional banana ball player, man. Eric Jones yanks it foul. It's the top of the order for the Nanners here in the bottom of the fourth. Jones, Cox, and Oberst due to swing it. EJ picked up only his 5th strikeout of the tour in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, wouldn't you know it, but as hot as EJ's been on the tour for the Bananas, Garrett Delano's kind of been his kryptonite, just batting 167 so far against the righty.
That was a pitcher's pitch, to put it politely. Good frame by Dalton Cornett, stole a strike. And EJ able to foul off the front door bender.
Yeah, I think Garrett, as advertised so far on the tour, it's kind of becoming to the point where it's expected. But I think this is one I know that me and Gillum were talking about before the game and a little bit during the first inning of, one of the starts that we wanted to see out of Donnie and that we knew that he was capable of, and it's good to see him get his confidence back and to see his stuff the way that it should be.
Now, Kyle, you're kind of a veteran to banana ball, so what kind of wisdom have you tried to impart on Donnie at all?
I think, more than anything, it's just experience, getting out there and kind of trusting yourself. And more than anything in a normal baseball game, just not taking yourself too serious. Finding moments to laugh, even if things aren't going your way. And more times than not, that'll get you back on the right track that you need to be on.
Oh, sword from Eric Jones. We're going to call obstruction on the strikeout as he defended the flip from Dalton Cornett with his bat. It was fun to see, but very illegal. And EJ came into the game with only 4 Ks. Like Josh said, he has struggled with Garrett Delano, who now has 5 strikeouts on the night. The impressive thing with EJ, though, is he still has more sprints than Ks, 7 sprints to lead the Bananas. So he had a little cushion coming into the ball game. Ryan Cox. And on the second pitch he saw tonight, flew out to center field. And ahead 2-0. The shout-outs keep on rolling. Taylor 5, thank you for a donation. Same goes to A-Show. Really appreciate it. That one scolded to second. That's a clean snag from Dustin Baber. Nice one hopper to first. And he now ties Bryson Bloomer for the Party Animals lead in trick plays, 13 apiece. Baber before the ball game told me before the tour is done, and probably sooner than later, he will have a 5 trick play game.
I feel like the golden standard to strive for. As Gillum says, we're building the house as we're living in it, so we don't really know what the golden standard is sometimes. But yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. I like to go for 1 a game. I don't get many opportunities, though.
You have 2 on the tour? 3?
Yes.
Depends who you ask. I think I have 14, but
2 official. Says
I guess if you ask Josh, yeah, he's the only important one to ask. Ask Steve Kellogg. I bet you he'd say I got more than 2.
Dan squirts that into right, and the Nanners' first baseman is 2 for 2 on the night. He was caught stealing with Dakota McFadden at the dish when Mr. Oberst was representing the inning-winning run back in the first. That brings him to 11 for 14 on the tour in stolen base attempts. D-Mac grounded out to third base. And Delano once again playing mind games with his sparring partner over on first. That's a fastball on the black of the outside corner. Delano, a 2018 Banana. Debuted here in Grayson Stadium with Cowboy Kyle to my left in the booth. When he played as a Banana back in 2018, Kyle, the hair was even longer, was it not?
It was nasty. You can see this picture that he's kind of got rocking from his years in Brown.
Yes.
It was, the true American mullet is the best way I can describe it. He never had a shirt. He doesn't have a shirt on much, now, but back in the day, he never had a shirt on. That's back when we were little little tip contracts. We would make a bet on the way to Grayson Stadium from Richmond Hill every day on who was going to get cut first. Between me, Bill, Garrett, and Jake Howard.
So was Garrett also living with the Lewicks?
He was not, but he was living right down the road with Kim and Jim Stillman.
Yes.
And so we weren't too far away, and we would carpool the 30-minute drive to Savannah from Richmond Hill and make comical jokes, because I think that made everybody feel good, because we were very happy here and did not want to leave, and none of us ended up getting cut.
And look at you now.
Well,
who did
you guys put the money on?
You know, it depended on the day. If you woke up and you felt like you were going to get cut, I had a couple days I didn't feel great. And that was just purely on dancing abilities. I wasn't even pitching that night.
A couple really wild ones from Garrett. Count 2-1 on DMAC. McFadden in his third tour with the Bananas. He was the first man picked at the tryout for the One City World Tour back in 2021. He's got 5 walk-offs so far this season. And a cut and a miss. Count even at 2-2.
Cowboy has gone.
And if it isn't the most handsome man on the planet, Tucker Brooks, exit the broadcast booth.
It's not hyperbole.
It's not.
It's actually a fact. If you look him up in the encyclopedia, it's just a picture of Tucker. Another fastball yanked just a bit outside. Dalton Cornett has been making his money this at-bat behind the dish. Now Vince throws on a cowboy hat behind the plate. That's a bold move. Big payoff pitch coming. Ball 4 will walk the inning off. Delano's got to go after DMAC. Dan leads off second. And it's popped right side foul territory. Jake Skoll's got a beat on it, and he'll put it away for out number 3. Delano continues to hold serve. Pitcher's duel on our hands between Garrett and Jared Donaldson, as the Bananas strand an inning-winning run on the bases for the second time tonight. And as we head to the 5th inning, and Dustin Baber and Eric Jones do whatever kind of weird ritual was happening down there, we will pop up in the broadcast booth, because since we are back in Savannah, it is time to spin the wheel of unfortunate, and also Split's here and noses me in my nose. Split, you're going to spin first, buddy? Okay. Why are you pointing to get slapped? What's happening here? Okay. Okay. Hey, oh! So you want to get slapped? Or are you going to do the slapping? Okay. So what's going on here? Okay, here we go. All right, my roll is... Oh! Don't talk like Sherman. I thought you wanted to slap me. Okay, yep, here we go. Strongest banana in the world. Take the headset off.
With the head, interesting strategy there, Split. That's good stuff. Let me get a rip at it.
Those 4 slaps. For anybody counting at home.
Pitch in bullpen until a strike. Is that right now?
Yeah, it is right now. It's a lot more fun if it's Josh or myself. You're the ace of the squad, so we'll leave that to broadcasters only.
Okay.
You actually get paid to throw pitches.
Other person calls my mom.
I get to call Vicky?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have my phone, but you can call her.
Okay. Sweet. Maybe.
Why do you have her number?
I don't know.
I love calling moms. I love when Pico has to call Kyle's mom. I'm talking like Brandon Sherman up here, and I love it. I love it when Pico has to call Miss Vicky Lewicks. It's great because Kyle loves his parents, and I love my parents, and it's just a good time. It's a good time when we love our families.
That's really true, Brandon Sherman. Speaking
good stuff, Sherman.
Through the body of Josh Dolevsky. It's 4, 5, 6 in the order for the Party Animals, and Jared Donaldson has struck out Jake Skoll for the second time tonight. Donnie's got 5Ks.
I looked over and I thought Sherman entered the booth.
You know, guys, that Jared Donaldson, he's a talented kid out there. He throws real good pitches. That split it's hard to hit.
It is, Brandon. It really is, buddy. Bloomer, a strikeout victim his first time around. One of the 3 party animals who has taken Donnie deep on the tour. So it turned out I had Kyle's dad's number in my phone, but not your mom's.
That is still so strange. Why did you have his number?
I don't know.
You guys just chatted up?
I think when I wrote the story about you, like summer of 2021.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's awfully thoughtful of you to add his contact to your phone from that one interaction.
Just says Kyle Lewig's dad.
Nice. That's what he is. I mean, he goes by other names, but that's one of them.
Spot the lie. 1-2 to the party animal's third baseman. And it's served into right as Noah Bridges over to make the snag. And that is out number 2 as Split pounds my back.
A whole lot of splits going on. Splitters, split in the booth.
Why is Split laughing?
There's probably a banana split in the crowd. We got Sherman in the press box.
Sherm, who's hitting now, buddy?
It's my guy, Breland Almodovar. He comes up to that Goosebumps song. You ever heard that song?
You like that tune?
I've only listened to 5 songs in my life, and that's one of them.
That's a tapper to short. Ryan Cox between the legs across the diamond. Throwback to the Houston airport. That's really good, Josh. You really brought it full circle there. Donnie continues to dazzle. He's retired 13 straight. As Breland with a trick play out to short for the second time tonight. And as the banana splits, boogie on the field, Jesse Cole, the man in the yellow tux, down by the bleachers. Jesse, after 3 straight weekends on the road, Alabama, Texas, and Arizona, not in that order at all. How good does it feel to be back in Savannah?
Memories to be back here, and it's an electric crowd and one of the fastest games so far in Bananas history. It's pretty special tonight.
Yeah, Delano and Donaldson are really dueling out there. How cool is it to see these guys trade zeros? 13 straight retired now by Donnie.
Well, you got 2 former Bananas in the CPL who were dominant players for us that, helped win a championship this last year with Johnny, and Garrett had a great year when he was with us. And now at this stage to pitch like they are right now is pretty impressive. So you're rooting for both of them.
All right, we've got the splits going right now. The Banana Nanas are rocking. It's really fun to see some of our favorites back in action tonight, entertainment-wise. Huh?
You got a full cast. The splits, the new addition last year. The Banana Nanas, the mainstay since the first season. It's great to be home. We love Savannah. We love this community, and we're excited for more shows here. And tonight's going to be a special ending right here. I can tell you right now.
All right, we're cruising through 4.5 innings, tied up. I believe you, Jesse. Have a great night, stud.
All right, love you, Biko.
Love you too, Jess. There goes the man in the yellow tux.
He always tells you he loves you.
Well, that's
that's good leadership.
Yeah, it shows how much he cares. Is he saying the same thing to you guys, or is Breland Almodovar looks like he's going to be relaxing in left field?
Yeah. Do you want to give my mom a ring?
Yeah,
my dad actually just called you.
He called me.
Yeah, but you were doing an interview.
That was unfortunate timing.
Right, you can talk to her. I'm sure they're watching the broadcast right now.
I appreciate that. Okay. Calling the Lewig's house. Oh, he left a voicemail. Michael Deeb at the dish, 5-6-7 for the Nanners. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Vicky, how are you doing? This is Biko Scala.
Hi, Biko. This is Vicky Lewig. I'm doing fine.
Oh, terrific. Are you watching the ball game?
We are sitting here in Austin, Texas, watching the Bananas.
Wow, how about that? And are you enjoying the game tonight?
Yes. Enjoying the game.
That warms the heart. That warms the heart. It's oh, hey, ho, we've got a camera on me here in the booth. As it's not the most flattering angle of me, but we will work with it. Do you have any critiques for your son on his color commentary skills?
I can't see him. I'm watching Jesse right now.
I think you're a little behind, Mom. I'm right here next to Biko.
Yep, you're living in the past because our stream's about a minute and a half behind as Michael Deeb lines a base hit. So you will see your son in just a few seconds as Deeb thinks about second base and then sends it back to first.
Okay.
Well, Vicky, I can't thank you enough for picking up the phone and hopping on the broadcast with us tonight.
Yes, and check your messages because Chuck left you a message on your phone.
All right, I can't wait to listen to that after the ball game.
Okay, we love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you, Mom.
Bye.
Goodbye. There go the Lewigs from out in Austin, Texas. Yeah, I've got a voicemail from your pop. It's good stuff.
Now, Kyle, if you had to guess, what would you think is in that voicemail from your dad to Biko?
He's probably saying something about how we need to score or win or somehow, some way I need to pinch hit because he still thinks I'm the greatest hitter on the planet.
Whoa, my gosh. Garrett Delano has picked off Malachi Mitchell. The base running has been a little suspect from both sides as Flash the Kid pinch running for Michael Deeb. The tour leader in stolen bases, 17 for 19, is nabbed by Delano. You saw Dan back in the first inning, kind of stuck between first and second, thrown out well before getting to the bag. Tanner Thomas had a planned delayed steal where Reese Hampton ended up gunned down at home plate. Base runners have been few and far between for both teams, and they've both been pretty reckless.
Yeah, I think more than anything, we're starting to see tendencies, and through these 19 games, we've seen a lot of running. I think primarily from really both teams on the base paths as soon as they get on there. So I know myself, as well as I'm sure everybody as it's shown tonight, has had a lot of conversations on how we're going to hold runners and potentially pick them off.
Yeah, the Bananas came in 48 for 57 in stolen base attempts. The Party Animals 47 for 56. So pretty much identical there. As D.R. Meadows single his first time, goes down swinging. 6th K of the night for Delano. And now Noah Bridges, strikeout victim number 2, who went down looking back in the second inning. Will try his luck against the Party Animals flamethrower. Cold Light says, Vicky is awesome, we need her in the booth.
I don't think we need her in the booth, but I do agree she is awesome.
Judy P. Great to see Judy Pounders in the chat. Says beer can hat. You call that a beer can hat?
This hat?
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Or maybe there was a, you know what?
It's the way I'm wearing it?
No, it's a cowboy hat. I bet she was talking about a beer can hat that was seen in the stands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just jumping to conclusions before fully figuring out my hypothesis. They're going to say that Noah Bridges checked his swing on that.
Yeah, I got to say, Garrett's talked a lot about giving that hat away and selling it to the highest bidder, and I think with the amount of times it's flown off tonight, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody walks away with it.
3-1 to Noah. That gets the bottom of the zone. He has to retreat back in the box, and Vincent Chapman's going to call him out for leaving the box. Not really in the spirit of the rule, but he did, with both feet, leave the box, thinking that ball 4 was fired.
I think that's the right call.
He left the box. If you're going to call it on Rick Ankiel, Noah Bridges is going to get the same treatment. So I don't even know which way to draw my K there.
Draw it facing like it's laying on its back.
That's exactly what I should have done, and I boofed it. Okay, how do I fix this? I'm just going to do OOB, out of box. Oob.
Coob.
There's a Coob, a K out of box.
Yeah, Coob.
Okay, we're on to something. Here in Banana Land, saluting all the service members, both active and retired. We send that back to everybody watching along on YouTube tonight. We can't tell you how much we appreciate you spending Thirsty Thursday with us on Bananas TV.
There we go.
Pico Scala alongside Josh Trelevsky and Cowboy Kyle Lewigs, as well as just a little while ago, Kyle's mom, Vicky.
Yes, we've been all over the place. I think we've just about touched everything except home plate this evening. How about that?
Real good. I like that.
Thank you. Just came to me.
You are a wordsmith.
You're a pro.
I'm a pro's pro, some people are saying. And you know what I could go for right now? This is really random. One of those Nestle House turtle cookies. They've got pecans and chocolate chips and caramel in them.
Ooh, I like
One
those.
of my favorite cookies.
Nestle House.
Yeah. You know, like the pre-made cookies you just toss in the oven. Is it Nestle House?
I thought it was.
I think it's Nestle House.
All right. We might have to throw up a YouTube poll for this one.
I don't know what house it is.
It's the yellow packaged cookies.
And they've got a hole in the middle?
Nestle Toll House.
Nestle?
Toll House.
The Toll House.
I know what we're
really
talking
embarrassing.
about.
If you said Toll House, I would have known what you were saying. I just like cookies, so I agreed off the jump.
I know you do. I wish Josh liked cookies and ate them more and snacks in people's houses.
Well, Josh doesn't snack.
That's okay.
I baked cookies for my roommates last week.
Good for you.
That was really kind of you. Chase Acuff with a 1-2 count on him. And able to hang tough on the splitter in the zone. Jared Donaldson has retired 13 straight party animals since giving up a double and single in the first inning and being able to strand Tanner Thomas, and that splitter had some insane life on it. That is strikeout number 6 for Donnie, 14 straight retired.
And he just Euro'd his catcher. And stepped over him. Quite disrespectful, if you ask me.
Towards Eric Jones?
Just everybody involved.
Yeah. Now Joe Lytle, the 4th man to strike out against Donnie tonight. That was back in the 3rd inning. Party Animals extra hitter. Chops it to Dan Oberst. And a little conversation between the two. Lytle's not going to make attempt at first base. And 2 quick outs, 15 in a row retired.
Yeah, really cruising. It's good to see.
We're at 1 minute and 30 seconds right here in this inning, but Donnie, for reference, a 2:48 second, 1:56 third, 2:52 fourth, and 2:33 third. I mean, it is incredible the FPIs we're seeing from Donnie right now.
And almost to fly out the fan to end it.
That would have been...
Just missed it in the beer garden up there.
That would have been the whipped cream on the cake.
That would have. Or the milk with the Nestle Toll House turtle cookie.
Very good,
Kind of like Nestle Toll House.
Right? Isn't it so fun?
Yeah, it just sounds right. Jason Swan in his first game back in a few weekends after an injury to his leg.
You jinxed it, Biko.
Well, hamstring action. Yeah, he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, good to see him back on the field and ready to rock. He's one of the hardest working guys, I would say, on this tour on either side. Guy just puts his nose down and gets after it.
Shout out Maceo Harrison, the dancing first base coach. Man in the stands, signing autographs.
He's a hard hat and lunch pail kind of guy, huh?
That's exactly
That
correct.
Jason Swan.
Yeah. He's got calluses on his hands, so all of ours can look like the way that they do.
The 5-year man out of Georgia Southern, proud of Jacksonville, Florida. He is an excellent weapon in this Party Animals lineup.
Speaking of hands, Biko, I got some new lotion from Savannah Bee Company.
Really?
It's cedar scented. Gonna give it a smell. Been told it smells manly.
It does smell manly.
Yeah, and I'm no longer ashy in my hands. It's something I'm very proud of now.
Wow, you found the lotion, man.
I did.
Congratulations.
You want to smell? Nice, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dustin Baber, the second baseman, a 3-0 count. He popped out to short his first time, and Donnie can't find the zone. 4 straight balls. Jason Swan not back to full 100% on the sprinting side of things. You could see it there. Coasting around the bags. He'll end up at third. Baber content with 1 base on the sprint. That is his 5th sprint of the tour.
Yeah, and I don't know a good way to compare it, but I feel like that was one of the cleanest and fastest ball 4 sprints we've done all tour.
Have you been timing yourselves on that?
In practice, yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, Vira runs the clock on just about everything during the games, but I don't know. He's a busy man.
Sticky situation for Jared Donaldson. Fine strike 1 with the 4-seam fastball that he talks about. Really looks like a 2-seamer, but he throws it with a 4-seam grip. Hampton, laser beam, diving catch, Dolan Malden saves the day in the sixth. The songbird of our generation helps Donnie strand runners at the corners.
And his 2 straight innings where they had Malden in the exact perfect location for a Reese Hampton hit ball. Excellent play, and that is a big final out in the 6th for Donnie.
Back-to-back barrels from Hampton straight to Dalton Malden at second base as you take a look at it.
Gentlemen, make some noise for your Banana Nanas!
Bananas, fantastic as per usual.
I'm glad you guys are having fun. 'Cause I'm having a blast, let me tell you.
Just to fill everybody in, Christian Dearman was supposed to come in relief of Jared Donaldson tonight, who's clearly cruising, as you see, a recreation of the viral wedding that happened like 15 years ago. We can't quit it. And coming through it, well, yeah, there's Mr. Jackson Olsen. Who else? The TikTok superstar will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning, 8, 9, 10. Olsen, Leroy, and Malden due to swing it. Josh said that looks like maybe tomorrow night's starter is going to have a short leash to him.
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
Right before we went live.
Yeah.
Couldn't contain myself. Jackson, good barrel, but straight to Tanner Thomas in right, who sizes it up and decides to snag it about 1.5 feet off of the grass. Olsen, a strikeout victim his first time. Heads back to the first base dugout. And now Bill Leroy, who has a strikeout in his lone trip to the dish tonight, only his 3rd K on this young tour.
Maybe I won't pitch tomorrow, Josh. Maybe you should pitch. How about that?
I mean,
you can't do any worse? Is that what you're about to say?
No, I did throw out of the bullpen over the summer.
I do remember that.
I probably should have gotten the nod over Leighton Finley. I'm not going to lie.
Hot shot through the left side of the infield. And Bill, who has been swinging a good bat as of late, came into the ball game hitting a crisp 300. And now just 3 strikeouts in 57 plate appearances.
Yeah, that's impressive. I don't care how you put it.
And you saw him do that at North Georgia a time or two.
Yeah, I think in he was either a freshman or sophomore year, in 230 at-bats, he struck out 9 times. And he had so many. He set the single-season batting average record, and probably 40 of his hits were just dub shots over the second baseman.
It's a man after my own heart. Danny Hosley is going to pinch hit for Dalton Malden, who made the really nice diving snag.
No, that's Dakota McFadden.
Stop that. It's already on the graphic. You have to say it out loud, too.
So you guys are having fun. Let me have some fun.
Everything is fair in the
I love it. I'm here for it.
World of love and war in the broadcasting game. You know what I love is Delano doing 3 straight fake behind the back, no look pickoffs to first. Bill, who tonight gets the half night off as the extra hitter, is the primary catcher for the Bananas. He's 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts on the tour.
He is, and tied for the lead on last year's tour.
He was 1 steal behind Malachi Mitchell. Bill was 10 for 10. 3 of his 10 steals were of first base, and Malachi was 11 for 15. Danny Hosley, don't let the batting average fool you. A lot of quality ABs. He's an extra base hit machine. Bill's got a decent lead off first. That is a quick pickoff move Delano has.
Yeah, really short arm, really quick feet. I don't know why Bill's not diving. He loves just like getting dirty all the time, like off the baseball field. He's just a dirty individual.
Hosley, of his 9 hits, has a home run, a triple, and 4 doubles, only 3 singles. Bill represents the inning-winning run over at first. And that is a masterful stop by Dalton Cornett.
Yeah, he's been covering far beyond the left-handed batter's box multiple times tonight.
So impressive he doesn't have to go to the backhanded pick either. He actually bodies them up.
Yeah.
Son of Scott Cornett, former major leaguer for Chicago White Sox. Was a catcher as well. Dalton primarily a catcher, but you can put him anywhere out in the field. Something his dad always wanted for his son, as that one is served out to right. Tanner Thomas, for the second time in the inning, makes a snag.
Yeah, the last time I saw somebody move their body like that was you, New Year's in saddlebags.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's incredible what that
in one of my favorite outfits I've ever seen anybody don.
It's a top 5 worst outfit of my entire life.
I loved it so much.
There are pictures, but just to paint the picture, it was the Bill Leroy Roosevelt's announcing himself up to home plate shirt with sweatpants and Crocs. And that was it.
That was it. That was quite literally it.
That was everything I wore. Just for everybody at home. I was really low on clothes, and I was visiting Savannah.
It was a long week of work in winter camp.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, man. Eric Jones is the last hope for the Nanners here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jared Donaldson has done a stupendous job of keeping the party animals off the board through all 6 innings he's pitched tonight, but Garrett Delano has held serve, trying to keep his end of the bargain. He has struck out Eric Jones twice. That one skied towards Tanner Thomas. He's on his horse into foul territory, and he makes all 3 outs of the inning. Delano gives up the 1-out single, but 3 flyouts to Tinder Thomas and Wright. And no runs through 6 innings. Only a third of the ball game left, and we've still got nearly 50 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, this game's quickly reminding me of the greatest Wii baseball game I ever saw take place between you and Yvonne Trezak not too long ago. I think you guys went extra innings. Or no, we had to start a new game because we ran out of innings.
Right, well, it's only 3-inning games.
That's true. But I think y'all rattled off like 9 innings. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
We did go 6 scoreless.
Crazy.
And then Yvonne won on a 2-run bomb in the 9th. I hit a solo shot, but couldn't eclipse the 2-run advantage he had mounted.
Talk about a battle of 2 titans.
It was a fierce battle. People were asleep on the couch by the end of the game.
I mean, it was. I experienced every emotion that you could possibly want to in one day, maybe even a lifetime.
Fireball Tuesday for the ages.
Slowly zoom out.
Split has found a resting spot for himself in deep center field.
Yeah. I mean, that's some of the best grass we've got in the stadium out there. I can't blame him at all. He got tired from all the slapping he did up here.
Yeah. 4 for the price of 1. Donnie's been excellent tonight. Tyler Gillum and Adam Virant are going to ride the hot hand. Nothing going on in the Bananas bullpen. I haven't even seen Dearman get loose.
I've seen him throwing earlier down there. We might have changed motives here. I'm not sure what they're going to do. I know that our superhero, a.k.a. the man that you're supposed to be cloning, Danny Hogley, is supposed to be taking the bump at some point tonight because every time we play a game, he needs to pitch.
Which was true.
I'm not mad about it at all.
No, 7 games in a row up through Scottsdale, and then Peoria with you guys dropping the game 5-2 to the Party Animals. Leaping snag, Ryan Cox up to the rafters and bringing it back down. He robs Dalton Cornett. Boy, the middle infield for the Nanners. Flashing the leather on the last two ABs.
I mean, we've seen excellent defense all night. 4 trick plays tonight, no trick plays missed, no errors either. It's a clinic out there tonight.
And that's a wild pitch. Eric Jones tries to pick it, comes up empty. Tanner Thomas, congratulations. You lead the 2023 World Tour in steals of first base. That is his second.
I was going to guess how many that was. Split still snoozing out there.
Tanner's now 10 for 11 in steals in total. One behind Dan Oberst, creeping up on second place. Tanner was 1 for 2 on the day as Skull chops that one foul. He had a single and a steal back in the first inning, although it was an assisted steal because Reese Hampton went down on the play. Although, Josh, I will go to our Bananalytics statistical expert here. Do you get credited for a steal of second base if someone is thrown out trying to steal home on the same play?
That was something we were going to discuss after the game. I've got the note in my scorebook.
Why would you do that to him? I want to say no.
I kind of think
it's not.
I don't think so.
I want to say no.
I'm going against my initial decision.
You said yes? You just like boosting stats.
I love stats. I love stats and I love big numbers.
Yes. Big numbers for a big boy.
Speaking of a big boy, Jake Skull has been having fits with Donaldson tonight. Strikeouts in both ABs. That was a beautiful scoop by EJ. Just to piggyback off of Josh's point, the defense all around tonight has been marvelous.
I got one more question for you, Kyle. So
hit me. Don't hit me, but ask me the question.
Yes, I understand. So would you consider Reese Hampton being out at home, would you consider that a caught stealing?
Well, hold that thought. That is ball 4. Second sprint of the night given up by Donnie. Tanner's going to stay at third. Bang Bang at second. Jake Skull, the tour leader in ball 4 sprints, now with 15, has gotten 2 bags at least on all of them.
Here comes Bryson.
And Bryson Bloomer
5.
coming up in a big spot. 2 men in scoring position and 1 out. And no jersey needed. He throws away the bat. Gets a brewski and another. Not a clean snag, but that's okay. Stone Cold Steve Austin, if he can ever smash them, will take 1 for 2. And no men left behind. Vincent Chapman gets some suds. Always excited about that.
Yeah, it's just what he needs. I don't think so, Josh.
I don't think so
I don't
either.
think so. I don't think either one gets one. What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Just
so
something
funny for you.
No, you're funny. You're very funny. Bananas bring the infield in. Best hitter on the tour thus far at the dish. That ball nuked to left. The boomer pushes Grayson Stadium to its limit. Michael Deeb on the track to snag it. Towering sacrifice fly. Party Animals get the first run of the night. They lead the 7th inning 1-0.
I mean, that's the right man you want up in that situation. Bryson Bloomer batting .464 with runners in scoring position on the tour. And there you go. He's just going to add another run batted into that total.
He ties Jake Skull for the tour lead, 18 apiece.
Yeah, I really thought he got it there. I mean, I've seen him hit it to the deepest parts possible at this park and beyond, to the land of good and plenty, as Pico says. And I thought that was going to join it.
I've seen it happen so many times across his 2 Pettit Cup championship seasons with the Bananas, and now here on the tour, he's got 2 long balls already. One of them was against Jared Donaldson.
Who was the other against?
Why would you do that to me?
You're doing it to yourself, buddy.
I am. I was fully aware of it. The other one was against me.
You.
Yes, off the batter's eye.
In Montgomery.
Yes.
He had streamers all over him.
Yes, he did.
Donnie recovers, gets Breland swinging, who had grounded out to short twice. And 7th strikeout of the night for Donaldson. But on the steal of first base, the 2-base sprint, and the sacrifice fly, Party Animals strand them in and score 1. And now the Bananas, for the first time tonight, have to push a run across or else they will trail in the points category. The all-important points category at that. A good point by Steve in the chat as Grayson Stadium has turned yellow. He said Biko did crush Split's head in the booth, so that's probably why he had to doze off out in center.
A concussion. We need to send him to Francis for protocol. Now he's wandering out. He's so lost. Look at him.
Yeah, he's currently looks like he has no idea where he is. Chatting with Reese Hampton. Never heard him speak before.
I think it's more of sign language. That's what he specializes in. I can spell my name in sign language, can you?
No, not at all. That's impressive.
Thank you.
Did I just see JJ Falcone?
Yes, he is here. He's back, headed back to Texas from his short stint up to ending his trip in New York at the Yankees game, which I'm sure you're probably happy to hear about. He said he saw Aaron Judge homer, which is very cool, and then was very, very much happy to be back here and called it home even, which was very cool to hear. And he also asked out his high school prom date in the dugout right before the game started.
Let's go.
So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
That is Chill City. It just is so nice to see JJ back in action. Judge homers on his first at-bat of the year. Feel like JJ played a role in that.
Yeah, had to. Yeah, he was there for opening day, so yeah, that definitely would have been it.
And then JJ's guy, Jose Trevino, had a huge bomb against the Phillies last night.
There you go. Have the Phillies won a game yet?
Won. Yeah, they beat the Yankees, but lost 2 out of 3.
Go Phils.
That's what the people are saying. Jake Lialios takes over on the bump. 2, 3, and 4 in the Bananas lineup as Josh, apoplectic that Kyle just said go Phils.
Yeah, I'm not a Phillies fan.
Not either, but my friend Yvonne is.
And we love Yvonne, and
we do. And it makes him happy whenever I say that.
He has suffered much in his sports life.
He has.
Especially over the past year plus. He's seen basically every team he loves lose in the championship. Phillies, Eagles, Philadelphia FC, if he cares about that. I don't know. There's maybe a couple others.
I'm sending it in. I think I should be sending it in.
That one tapped towards first. And Jake Skoll will take care of it himself. Ryan Cox now 0 for 3. A couple groundouts and a flyout. And now Dan Oberst 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
It's that time in the broadcast, Biko. Everybody's favorite moment of the game, Kyle's yard card.
I love it.
Held up. Whoa. No, he didn't.
Lialios, the Tucson, Arizona native. I can't tell if that was fouled off or completely whiffed.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. He didn't look like he was close to it at all. I think he heard me and he was trying to go Boom City.
Jake throws a high spin fastball, 12-6 curve and a few cutters. Oh, look out. Talk about a high spin fastball. That bat exits stage left, and 2 quick outs for Lialios.
Do you think we got the exit velocity on that?
I've got 47 miles per hour.
It's pretty good, I think, in the bat department.
I'll ask Glenn after the game.
Shout out Glenn.
Ralph.
Correct. The TrackMan man of the summer of 2022. Gone but not forgotten. Dakota McFadden with a synchronized tush tapping, and Lialios.
I think Vincent just took a picture. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I think he's probably on TikTok Live.
No, I have no idea.
Guys following the path of Ryan Cox. Live all the time. It's good. The people are dying to know what these guys are up to.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Legitimately, Coxie's had I think, close to 50,000 views on his mid-game streams when he's out in the field. He's had to throw his phone to the ground a couple times to make a play.
I mean, people are dying to see what I'm going to post on TikTok.
When you eventually do. Up for two, a ground out and a pop out. And serves that back up the middle for a base knock. Shows why he's hitting 306 on the tour. As much as we've seen him sometimes be a boom or bust guy in the past, able to shorten up. Nice piece of hitting there.
Yeah, really good to see him starting a bit of a different two-strike approach and shorten the swing up a little bit. So it's going to bring up the red-hot Michael Deeb, a.k.a. SpongeBob.
Deeb is, as far as batting average and on-base percentage go, been the best hitter on the tour for the Bananas. You take a look at the stats there. No joke. And he's got some pop as well. 1 homer, 3 doubles. 4 walk-offs across his previous 18 games played. Led the tour last year with 5 walk-offs in 12 games as Malachi takes off for second. And that ball, a little too much launch angle in center. Flash the Kid watches it go into the mid of Reese Hampton and exits the base paths. So the Party Animals win the 7th inning 1-0. They lead the game by the very same score now. And as we head to our final 2 innings of play, Nanners trail for the first time tonight. Jake Lialios does his job. Guy who came in across 12 2/3 innings with a 7.82 ERA, but seems alarmingly high for how successful it has felt like he's been.
Yeah, definitely.
We got a grandma scoring celebration competition going on here. You know, that was one of the most exuberant and diverse set of moves that we've seen on the tour.
I love when they pull out the gritty.
Well, it's really good. This is fun. Oh, that's fun. Whoa!
Oh, was that an
I think that was a sword. I think she just sorted the sold-out Grayson Stadium.
There's the gritty. They're always good for one a night.
Yeah, the people love it, and well, kind of an Irish jig, and she will gritty her way back to third. Joined by Vincent Chapman. We'll see who our winner is. I gotta be honest, the crowd, to my ears, kind of felt like they're like Grandma number 1.
It could have gone either way. That's one of the closest competitions we've had.
Definitely. Nail biter.
Well, I love them all.
If I still bit my nails, but I stopped doing that. It's a bad habit, and I have given it up.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate all your support on this journey as Chris for the Bananas.
With the assistance of Matt Malatesta and DJ the Invader with the It's Electric signs. That's fun.
Yeah, those are cool.
This is a new experience for Dearman here on this tour. His 7 previous appearances all starts. And Chase Acuff plunked in the helmet. That is a really scary moment. We hope it hit the helmet. As Francis is going to run out and check on Chase.
Stay where I don't want to get too much on.
Dearman clearly shook up, understandably so. Chase Acuff, his teammate on the Bananas, and listen to the crowd. Acuff was a Banana in 2021, picked up a Coastal Plain League championship. Some really good play at shortstop. In you and Dearman's last ride as Collegiate Bananas.
Yeah, really good to see him walk off on his own power. It's hard to know for sure, you know, if there's an antic coming or if there's not an antic coming.
I know. And 2 pitches later, it's time to dance. The show must go on.
Nice. Oh, nice. Great.
Oh, slow start, but they have picked up the pace. And Dearman gets his first strike of the night.
How about it? Sometimes you got to dance.
Joe Lytle was looking to go dead center. Noah Bridges did it to Garrett Delano in Scottsdale Stadium this past Friday night.
Might be the last dancing pitch Garrett ever does in his career.
I wouldn't bet against it. 2-2 count now. On the Party Animals extra hitter, strikeout and a ground out tonight. Claycamp 1 for 1 in his stolen base attempts. As that one's fouled towards the fans. Can somebody make a play when it matters most? Not here.
There was a kid with a glove that went V-lining and hopped the fence. I don't think he got there, though.
Did he go V-lining or B-lining?
Is it V-lining?
It's whatever you want it to be, honestly, Kyle.
V-lining. I don't know.
That's hot shot to first, stands throw to second. In time.
2 outs.
Yeah, that was just what the doctor ordered. Dan's been terrific at first base on the tour. Hasn't made a trick play yet, 0 for 1 in his only attempt. But only one error, and it was just because he fielded the ball cleanly and then fell down. With Eric Gagne on the mound this past Saturday night.
Sometimes you fall down. Friends are there to get you back up, you know?
I've been there before. By the way, Chase Acuff has been hit for his tour-leading 5th time.
Really?
Yes.
I think it actually is going to be up there.
I don't know if I could have guessed that if I tried.
The next closest is Danny Hosley, who's been plunked 3 times. That one in on the hands of Jason Swan. Tough play for Jackson Olsen. He makes it look easy. Well, a scary moment with the hit by pitch. Really good to see Chase walk off the field under his own power. And then the snazzy 3-6 double play. And the ground out to third. Turn the inning around for Christian Dearman in his first relief appearance of the tour. Well, Cowboy Kyle, we are approaching the final inning of the night, and I think that means you're probably going to have to be a ring dude, doesn't it?
I'm going to have to go take my shirt off, but it's been a pleasure. I've enjoyed you guys picking on me and making fun of me because I know that you guys love me, and that's what my mom always told me. So thank you guys so much for having me. The AC up here is phenomenal, and can't wait to do it soon.
Yeah, we're laughing with you, not at you.
I love you, Kyle.
I love you too, Josh.
Good. You guys needed that. I also love you, Kyle, but he's off the mic, so can't be confirmed if he feels the same or not. Oh, he's back. Good. Got to grab the water bottle.
What's the guy got to do to be a ring dude around here, BK?
Josh, are you putting your hat in? Pardon me for this. Putting your hat in the ring?
I might be.
Are you a dude?
That I am.
Jeez.
Ain't no doubt about it.
One of the next couple nights, we're going to have to make this dream become a reality. I've already talked to people about a different form of dancing that you may or may not be a part of tomorrow evening. We'll see if that does in fact happen. Tucker Perry making his 5th appearance on the tour. It's been really solid after debuting as a banana in the summer series this past August. The only true submariner we have on either side. Man out of the University of South Carolina at Beaufort. And fires that one a little down and out to DR Meadows. 6, 7, 8 in the Bananas order. They just need 1 run to tie this game at a point apiece. Meadows, the center fielder, 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. Perry across his 4 innings. Just 2 runs given up for a 4.50 ERA. Soft tapper down the third baseline. If it stays fair, it's big time trouble. Yeah, that looked fair to me too, Sam. Claycamp thought he had snagged it foul. Or maybe he just saw the backspin was going to make it a clear fair ball there. But that is going to be a swinging bunt base knock. David Meadows 2 for 3 on the night. And the inning-winning run is aboard. Great speed as well. Here's the Nanners right fielder, Noah Bridges. Perry pitches to contact. You saw he did everything he wanted there. Only 1 strikeout across his 4 innings. And he picks off DR. This is incredible. The Bananas giving up outs left and right. Meadows is trying his darndest to survive the rundown, and he does. Goodness gravy, Perry and Skoll both over there trying to make the snag, and now Vincent Chapman is going to award DR Meadows second base. I disagree with that decision.
Yeah, I'm confused with that one as well. I mean, wow, it is crazy. The Bananas really living on the edge in terms of their base running tonight.
So Vincent clearly saying it was obstruction. Mike Vivacis, head coach of the Party Animals, out to discuss it. We'll get to look right here. But DR going back to first base. So I am surprised he was awarded second. Big break for the Bananas. Vincent will stanky leg after the foul ball. Noah Bridges, 3 walk-offs on the tour thus far. He struck out both times tonight. 1 looking and 1 stepping out of the box, thinking that he had gotten ball 4 on a 3-1 pitch. It was called a strike, and then strike 3 was immediately called because both feet left the batter's box. A man out of 4 Oaks, North Carolina. 5 years at UNC Wilmington. Cuts and misses. Tucker Perry. Huge K there to get the first out.
Yeah, and fired up about it too.
Well, when it's his second strikeout in 4 1/3 innings, you got to celebrate them when they come. Tucker, and I always have to stress this when I say this about anybody in Bananaland, he's one of the greatest characters that we have. And he's picked off DR for the second time this inning. Meadows going towards third. Let's see if the Party Animals can redeem themselves. Dustin Baber trying to track him down. Bryson Bloomer's going to supply the tag. And the doctor, not enough patience out there on the bags. Picked off twice, was able to survive it once. But Perry gets him with the old left leg move.
Think Viro and Gillum are going to emphasize some extra base running drills tomorrow?
Wouldn't doubt it.
The world's tallest hitter in banana ball. Please welcome Dakota Stilts Albritton!
With the Bananas only needing 1 run to win the inning. No surprise here. They go to the tallest man in all of sports, 10 feet 9 inches. Dakota Stilts Albritton. Bounces it to the right side. Oh, nice trick play. 2 bounces. Tucker Perry there to receive it with a bare hand. Skoll to Baber to Perry. And Stilts liked what he saw on the first pitch. Didn't get the result he had hoped for. That'll be the classic 3-4-1 trick play. And here's the young professor.
The score is 1-0 Party Animals. But here's the thing about the 9th inning, the final inning in banana ball. Every run counts. This is the highest stakes that we have seen things this night. So ladies and gentlemen, for the final inning, get up, get on your feet, make some noise for the final inning!
The young professor does not lie. Every run that is scored here in the 9th will count as a point. Wow, Nicholas Keldy Thank you so much for the donation. He says, go party animals. Where is our darling Nick in the world tonight? Oh yeah, flying the drone. Naturally. The banana panorama soars high above our 97-year-old stadium. And now we get back down to the heart of it. Danny Hosley has been the best pitcher on the tour thus far. And once again, Tyler Gillum and Adam Virant go to him when they need him most. He's been just about the guaranteed man to come in the ninth for the Nanners. This is his 8th time across the last 9 games throwing in the 9th inning.
I mean, this is the most important inning. Every run counts as a point, and that's why you want to bring in a guy who literally only allows batters to bat a combined 130 against him. I mean, that's utter dominance.
Yeah, you take a look at the numbers right here. He's averaging just 3 minutes and 38 seconds an inning. And his 2.25 ERA across his 16 frames thrown is by far the best earned run average on the tour. I think the really eye-popping number for me, too, is the 24 strikeouts compared to just 5 sprints and 7 hits. Masterful stuff. And then he's yet to hit a batter either. Bottom of the order, and then we'll try to feed the top. 10-1-2. Dustin Baber faces the man out of Vienna, Virginia. Hosley throws fastball, 12-6 curve changeup. And that is just a flail to spoil the big bender.
Yeah, really great job by Dustin Baber being able to fend off that pitch. We've seen Hosley do that so many times this season. Set him up with fastball and then go to the curveball there with 2 strikes.
And that was an aggressive call by Vincent Chapman as Baber shows him where the pitch was. And I don't agree with Dustin in his decision there. That one. We try to be diplomatic on these broadcasts, looked down and out. But a good frame by Eric Jones seals the deal. Jake Lialios, after pitching a scoreless 7th inning, partying on top of his team's dugout, trying to inspire a rally as we're back at the top of the order. And switch hitting center fielder Reese Hampton. 1 for 3, a double in the first, 3 for 3 in quality at bats. Barreled a 1 hopper to Dalton Malden at second, and then lined one that was snatched out of the air with a dive. And Hosley makes quick work of him. There's the nasty changeup. 2 straight Ks to start the inning. Looked like a little Jason Kelsey dance on the mound to celebrate. Go Eags, Eags. Heater for strike 1 to Dalton Cornett. Party Animals catcher 0 for 3. Strikeout, ground out, pop out. And quickly behind a ball and 2 strikes. Even at 2-2, Hosley, one of the 3 pitchers who has struck out Dalton Cornett on the tour. He's done it once in showdowns and once in the 9th inning. And it looks like DC3 is starting to figure him out. Those are good takes on the benders.
And that's exactly how Hosley's gotten those strikeouts on Cornett as well, so it's no surprise he tries to go off speed to get a K.
Fastball misses the outside corner. We'll see if Cornett can get 2 bases on the sprint. It's going to be close at second, and DC3 in ahead of the tag from Michael Deeb. All 7 Bananas had to touch that ball before it was live on the ball 4 sprint. Cornett's 12th of the tour, so he still has a 4-1 ball 4 sprint to strikeout ratio, which is otherworldly. Out of the frying pan into the fryer, Tanner Thomas 1 for 2 on the night. Single, a steal of first base, and a pop out.
And this is a man you want up if you're Danny Hosley. Tanner Thomas leading all party animals with a 22.1% K rate at the plate.
15 strikeouts on the tour. One more than Breland Almodovar to lead all hitters. And Hosley's got him 0-2 still. Tanner hanging tough as Danny delivers him nothing but heat.
Pico, I would be shocked if Hosley did not go off speed now here with Tanner Thomas at the plate.
5th pitch of the at-bat. Cut and a miss. Josh called it right. 3 Ks for Danny Hosley. He uses the 12-6 hammer to get the job done. And you take a look at the strikeout, and we will throw it down to the young professor.
Tie it and force the showdown. 2 runs is all they need to win the whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it!
This is indeed it, Mr. Matt Grafer. Brett Helton, the man on the mound, as a sold-out Grayson Stadium. Trying to inject the Bananas with a little 9th inning rally. It's going to be the bottom of the order. Bill Leroy, Dalton Malden, and Eric Jones back at the top are due to swing it. 9-10-1. And you take a look at what Brett Helton has done across 17 1/3. Just about as quick as they come, averaging 3 minutes and 23 seconds an inning.
I mean, you look at the top 20 MPIs of all time, and Brett Helton has multiple numbers up there on that board. It's incredible. I mean, it's no surprise he's the party animals closer. He does a great job out there.
He's only 2 seconds slower on average than Matt Wolf, who leads the tour at 321. And Brett has the 2nd fastest inning of all time at 121. Tied for the 5th fastest with Jeremy Guthrie at 127. And tied for the 11th fastest at 1:33. The 13th fastest at 141. It's insane. We'll see if he can make history here tonight. Here's the Prince of Banana Land, Bill Leroy. A strikeout his first time, a single through the left side. His 2nd trip to home plate. And taking all the way, takes the first offering low. Helton, a former product of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Drafted in the 9th round of the 2015 draft. And a quick 3-0 count on Mr. Leroy. Take sign is on. And he bends his way out of a fastball around the top of the zone. Bryson Bloomer doesn't handle it cleanly at 3rd base, but Bill's still going to slam the brakes at 2nd. The game's tying runners in scoring position with nobody out.
I mean, in that situation, you just want to get your runner in scoring position. Don't try anything too aggressive because you need a base runner right now if you're the Bananas.
That is Bill's 3rd sprint of the tour to match his strikeout total. And Danny Hosley, who pinch hit for Dalton Malden, back in the 6th inning and flew out to right. Takes a bender that just misses the outside corner. Brett Helton not so sure about the call from Vincent Chapman. I'm not so sure either. Looked pretty good. That one definitely low though, and the count 2-0. Helton throws a fastball, low to mid-90s, cutter high 80s, changeup low 80s, curveball high 70s. And now Brett is one bad one away from giving the Bananas a tie game. Nothing will be earned about it. 3-0. It's inside. Helton can't find the zone. Bad throw from Dalton Cornett. Bloomer can't handle it. And Hosley's going to be content with 2nd base. They have to get the ball to Breland Almodovar still, and then over to Sam Claycamp at third. Because Chase Acuff took the fastball off the helmet, Bloomer has taken over at shortstop. And Claycamp, who came in for Acuff to pinch run, has moved over to third. And just like that, 8 pitches, all called balls by Vincent Chapman. And we got a fresh game. It's 1-1, the winning run in scoring position.
And the perfect man up at the plate for the Bananas, Eric Jones. He's been batting leadoff the whole season for the Bananas. 4 for 7 against Brett Helton and batting .308 with runners in scoring position.
That one just misses the bottom of the zone. A little bit of an awkward frame job by Dalton Cornett. 10 straight balls to start the inning from Helton. And he gets a generous call. A trade back to make it a 2-1 count. Eric 0 for 3, couple strikeouts and a fly out. And Bourne from the pitch before that, clearly he goes after the cutter out of the zone. Count even at 2-2. Ball 4 and the Bananas win this thing. Eric Jones is as dangerous as they come. Payoff pitch from Helton. Fouled back. Went with the heater center.
This is something we were talking about pre-game, Biko, just how important and how much sprints matter, especially late in a game like this. If Eric Jones just gets ball 4, this game is over.
Well, that was actually kind of the best case scenario for the Party Animals as Jones collapses. And we're going to need some assistance from his teammates to get him to first base. Looks like they slapped some sunglasses on him, and they're going to weekend at Bernie's him to first base.
I love this one. This is very creative on the part of the Bananas.
Oh, man. So EJ works the count full, and with the help of Noah Bridges and DJ the Invader, they will drag him to first and slap him down on a chair. He truly doesn't matter. Danny Hosley at second base is the one who does. Eric will just have the get-a-hit sign situated between his legs. That's a spinner down the third base line, and no one has a play. Hosley is awoken. Check that. Hosley over to third. EJ is awoken and gets up to second. And Ryan Cox, now 1 for 4 on the night, with a beautiful cue ball down the third baseline. Second tailor-made swinging bunt from the Bananas tonight. Hosley's the winning run at third. Party Animals bring the infield in for Dan Oberst. Chopper! Claycamp's play has to be at third base. Didn't have a chance to get Danny. It's a walk-off for Mr. Oberst. Nanners win it 2-1. A much-needed win for the boys in yellow, as they are just a game behind the Party Animals on the tour now. At 8-9-1. Party Animals 9-8-1.
And the final score is 2-1.
And it looks like we have a little treat. An after show from the boys on the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now let's send it back down to the field to Bill LaRoar.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your hands together. Coming back to celebrate one last time. Up first, myself, Bill LaRoar. Up next, we have our 2 wonderful coaches, Coach Tyler Gillum and Coach Adam Byron. Next, we have Malachi Plastic Kid Mitchell. Next, we have Alex Ziegler, our back strister. And next we have the tallest man in baseball. He is Grittian. We have Mr. Still. And we have our reserves, Jared Donaldson, Kyle Louise. We have our man, Spaceman, Matt Malatesta, and Christian Mr. Electric Dearman. Up first, we have number 3, our leadoff hitter and catcher tonight, Mr. Eric Jones. Up next, we have our Beach Boy. He is shredded, number 9, Mr. Noah Bridges. Call him maybe. Up next, we have the man who just walked off the game, ladies and gentlemen, number 19, Danny Ober. Up next, coming in to close the 9th inning, he is Mr. Groovy himself, number 18, Danny Hosley. Up next, we have our glove magician, shortstop of the night, with multiple trick catches at short, the YMCA hitter, Mr. Ryan Cox. Up next, the doctor, call him if you need help. His name, Mr. D.R. Meadows. Incredible backflip. Up next, you heard his voice tonight multiple times. Songbird of our generation, beautiful hair, number 13, Dalton Malden. Up next, we have our Italian stallion, number 41, Vinny Rubius. Ladies and gentlemen, start beating your chest right now. Get your fists together. Number 24, Dakota McFadden. SpongeBob SquarePants. He is a big, beautiful man. You know him as the SpongeBob SquarePants hitter, Mr. Michael Vitamin D. Our social media star and greatest showman. You know him, number 8, Mr. Jackson Olsen. Position.
Ladies and gentlemen, we love you so much. One more time for your Savannah Bananas. We're going to kick off this party in the plaza coming up in just a few minutes. Head on out. We love you for coming out to Grayson Stadium. Thank you so much, Banana Station.
Some extracurriculars there afterwards. I'm a big fan. You like that one, Josh?
I love the dance a lot. That was really good. What's more impressive is Eric Jones just able to recover from that hit by pitch. No longer having the weekend at Bernie's treatment to go out there and dance. Yeah, doing it under his own power.
Correct. Well, the next pitch was the Ryan Cox infield single down the third baseline, and all of a sudden EJ was scampering to second base. Welcome back into the broadcast booth. Biko Scala alongside Josh Jalewski. Thank you so much to watching and going wild in the comment section tonight on YouTube. This was a really fun one. A quick game early, terrific pitcher's duel between Jared Donaldson and Garrett Delano. And Josh, we mentioned it earlier, but I would be remiss if we did not go back to how incredible Donnie's minutes per inning were tonight.
I mean, yeah, Jared Donaldson, first off, just an incredible start, and then you break down his best MPI times. You've got a 2:48 second inning, a 1:56 third inning, 2 minutes and 52 seconds in the fourth inning, and 2 minutes and 33 seconds in the fifth. It's unbelievable. I mean, that's the best average MPI we've seen from a starting pitcher this season.
And he retired 15 straight during that stretch. Garrett Delano, phenomenal on the mound for the Party Animals. On the other side, goes 6 scoreless and really gave the Party Animals the best chance to win. They finally push a run across on Donnie in the 7th inning. They win the 7th, have a 1-0 lead going into the 9th. And then Danny Hosley does what he does, one man on base, but he is able to strike out 3, send it to the bottom half with just the 1-point deficit, and then 8 straight balls, really 10 straight from Brett Helton to start the inning until Ryan Cox ended up having the infield single. And then Dan Oberst is your hero at the end with the tapper to third base. And the voices in my head say that we have it ready to rumble. Is it a lie or is it truth? It is the truth. Dano tapping it to third. Sam Claycamp realized he didn't have a chance in the world at Danny Hosley racing home, one of the fastest guys you can find in Banana Land. And a huge 2-run rally for the Nanners in the bottom of the 9th inning, a game they really needed to win, Josh. I mean, it's early. This is the 19th game of 87, but you just see how talented and how much more impressive the Party Animals have been statistically, and you feel like any tight game like this, the Bananas have to figure out how to edge out a W.
Yeah, you read my mind perfectly. I mean, we have not seen many pitchers' duels on this tour. To be honest, I thought it was refreshing. It was a fantastic game. And yes, when the Party Animals' bats are just not able to come alive, those are games that the Bananas have to capitalize on. Luckily, they were able to, as Brett Helton just struggling to find the strike zone in the 9th.
Yeah, a couple wishy-washy calls, but then he got a couple back after that. And in general, the vast majority of the pitches he fired were nowhere near the zone. So it was pretty easy for Vincent Chapman to do his job. Okay, as we wrap this puppy up, we will be live tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern for the pregame, 7 p.m. Eastern for the first pitch. The Bananas and Party Animals will do battle once again, and then it's quite a break as we don't get back into action until the following Thursday. So after tomorrow night's game, a week from tonight, is the next time the guys are going to be action. And before we close down tonight, Steve Kellogg, one of the most legendary Bananas TV viewers of all time, blessed us with these sweet box bananas. Everything seems to be identical about them except for the color, so that's concerning. Was there a backstory that you remember on these? Because Steve, when he came up here and visited us in the booth, I feel like there was a description for why this ended up in our possession, but it was a few weeks ago, and now my brain escapes me.
I believe this candy came from Australia?
That's
if
right.
I'm not mistaken?
Yes. Shout out to Aussie Drop Bears, who will be coming to challenge the Bananas with 3 games in a series in June, and then we'll play the Party Animals, the only Party Animals only game of the tour, the following Monday, I believe. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Aussie Drop Bears and Bananas. And then Party Animals Drop Bears. That's going to be really fun. Fired up. That's going to be some of the best players in the entirety of the land down under. Chad Reese, our coordinating producer, come on in here and get you some. Okay, what is in these? It's sugar, glucose, which is just a fancier word for sugar. Glucose syrup. I'm sorry, I buried the lead. Invert syrup, gelatin flavors, colors, and it might contain nut and gluten traces.
Ooh, I am allergic to nuts, but you know what? We risk it for the biscuit. In this case, the banana. Let's do it.
Sorry I didn't cheers the bananas there.
Okay.
These are rock hard.
They're very tough.
Wow.
Are they supposed to be?
Oh. Well, once you really bite into it, you can make some headway.
Kind of like a marshmallow.
It's a hard marshmallow. Hard exterior, soft interior.
Or like gum. Like hard gum.
It tastes like bananas gum.
It reminds me of when you'd open like a pack of baseball cards from 2010, but 10 years later.
Spot on. This is I grew up obsessed with baseball cards. Not even just 10 years later, like 1970s and 80s. Pack of gum in there.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what that tastes like.
Crack it open. That's the flavor.
Wow. And it dissolves in your mouth just like that gum too.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, it's not
liquid.
built to last.
Kind of sticking to my teeth though.
Get another one of those.
Yeah, go crazy, Chad.
Yeah, I'll take another.
Josh, a second. Well, I guess we'll leave that one locked up. This was best before April 8th, so... Oh!
5 second roll.
Look out, party foul.
5 second roll.
Yeah, 5 second roll is in place. I think I'm good with one for now, but that was really a delicious treat. Steve Kellogg, you are the legend of all legends. One of these nights we will corral Kyle Lewigs and we'll watch Young Frankenstein with him, and I look forward to that. And now the Three Amigos has been added to the watch list as well, though we don't currently own a DVD. And I'm not telling you that because I want you to send one in the mail like you did with the Fast 4 movies. If you did, we wouldn't say no to it, but we can find our own way to watch the Three Amigos. There's a way out there, you know?
Right, yeah. Surely.
Where there's a will, there is a way. So, the Nanners take this one 2-1. Chad Reese dissolves into the nether regions of behind-the-camera life and continues to be the amazing straw that stirs the drink of Bananas TV. Before we truly shut this down, some shout-outs to get everybody on this crew recognized as they deserve to be. I'm just retroactively, thank you to Josh and the crew that was here in Savannah through both of the Arizona games when the game started at 10 p.m. Eastern and finished up, around midnight, maybe a little before, maybe a twinge after. That's just a retroactive, another one for you guys. For everybody who got to start at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. Oh, 6:30, but anyway, who's counting? Our director, Chris, you are terrific. Chris Haynes down there directing. Our technical director, Griffin Ellis, pressing all the right buttons at all the right times. On audio, Jacob Talevsky. You know that guy?
He's a good one. He's a keeper.
He is. I like Jacob. He's a sneaky little son of a gun.
That's what they say.
He's a classic, quiet, hilarious guy. Jacob, you are amazing. Thank you very much. Replay, Jalen. Dude, Jalen rocks it out of the park. The replays tonight were on a whole nother level. Thank you so much. Our whole replay team has been superb on the store, just getting better by the day. On graphics, Julia, you are turning into an iron horse of Bananas TV. Appreciate you. Kwanzi, same goes for you. Rocking the score bug tonight. Kwanzi, talk about a Swiss Army knife. That's what I'm saying. On the first base camera, the true iron horse of Bananas TV, Emerson Elmgren. On the third base camera, Dakota Burnstead. On high home, Clayton Franklin. On low home, Keegan Woods. And roaming around the field, Henry. On the fan cam, Gabriella. You all are terrific. The moderators, Colbite and Katrissa Ballet. You folks are absolutely phenomenal. Shout out to Kyle Lewigs for popping on the broadcast, Reese Hampton for getting mic'd up, and of course my partner Josh Talevsky. You killed it tonight. Let's do it again tomorrow, buddy.
I can't wait, Biko.
For the whole crew at Bananas TV, Biko Scala saying so long for now. Nanners walk it off 2-1. They're one game behind the Party Animals and look to even up the tour tomorrow night in Grayson Stadium. Pre-game will kick off 6:30 p.m. Eastern, first pitch at 7 sharp. Have a great evening, everybody. We will see you later!